Welcome to the session 6th of the chapter 3rd. Last session we discussed about the IPv4 packet format. This is the standard for a packet whenever we are using a network. There are two types of a packet format, IPv4 and IPv6. Okay. So last session we discussed IPv4 packet format, and there also we mentioned that fragmentation and reassembly. When a packet is traveling in a heterogeneous from ethernet to the some point to point network, there may be size may be vary. Okay, the maximum size it will be varied and the maximum size it may be varied. For to adjust this size, we go with the fragmentation at the router side and a reassembly at the receiving host. So this is the fragmentation and a reassembly. So the example they are given is when you are using a Ethernet network, the maximum it can carry the 1500 bytes. Similarly, FTTI means it can carry maximum 4500 bytes, and point-to-point network it carry a 532 bytes. Like this, size may vary from a network to network. So for this one, fragmentation is necessary. So fragmentation, how it will be done? No? If you see that the main central idea here is that the network type has a maximum transmission unit, that is called as the MTU, maximum transmission has unit. While designing the network only, it has to tell the Ethernet, it is telling that the maximum transmission unit is this much. For this network, the maximum MTU is this one. Like that, they will design the network packet in that way. So initially we should know the maximum capacity of the network. Now based on this, when you know the upper bound of the packet means, we have to decide whether fragmentation is necessary or it is not necessary. Like that we can decide and we can transfer the packet. Now who will do the fragmentation and reassembly means, in the router it will do the fragmentation. Right, router only it is guiding from if I connecting to the from Ethernet to the point to point. This router it will divide the packet according to the this network, that is a router will decide. And receiving host, it will be who is receiving, that host will be doing the reassembly. Based on what? Based on the same identity number. Okay, so if I am dividing the packet into a 3 fragments means, these all will carry the same identity number. Okay, one same identity number it will carry. Based on this, the receiver will decide that okay, these all will be the of a same packet. Like that, we have to provide a same identity number. This is about the fragmentation basic. Now we'll go with the problem, how it actually implemented. Means the same example from the previous session only we are taking. Suppose we are transferring the data packet from a H5 to H8, host H5 to the H8 we are passing, and R1, R2, R3, host 5 it will come under the 802.11 network, and this R1 it will come under the Ether network, and R3 will come under the point-to-point network, and the receiver will come under the Ether network. So if you assume this is a one kind of a network, and this is another kind of a network, and this is another kind of a network, we are connecting the heterogeneous network through the routers. This is the scenario. Okay, so 802.11 it is deciding that what is the maximum of 802.11 M2 is the 1420. It is the maximum MTU of this 802.11 network. So here the completely it is not used for the data. So only 1400 is data is here, and 20 byte is for an IP header. Okay. Similarly, point-to-point network has maximum MTU is the 532 bytes, and here 20 byte is for a header. Point to PPP means point to point network, and ETH Ethernet have the same packet size. Same packet size. Okay, this is the setup. Now, suppose we are sending the data of a maximum of 1400 is the my data size or the information I am sending. See, here we are following the IPv4 packet format. This is the packet format. How the packet is fixed based on this heterogeneous. This one we are following the IPv4 packet format. I will check with the diagram. Okay, so the first line it will show it will show you the version, header length, type of service, and the length, and the third identity number, flag, and offset. Here I have mentioned this one we use it for a fragmentation. So how that one it is described here. Okay, so every fragmented it will carry the same identity number x, xxx, that is the identity number, and here the flag and the offset, these two is the discussion topic. So here there is a no fragmentation is done means we will make a flag as 0, means when the flag is 0 means there is a no fragmentation, and if the flag is 1 means there is a fragmentation. See here the root 1, the maximum it will carry the 1400, so it will, my data will completely fit here, so I will forward the data to the Ethernet also, no problem. But when it comes to here, this is how the packet is divided. Okay, this is the first packet, this is the second packet, and this is the third packet, and the three packets how it is divided. So here identity number is same, flag is 1 means that it is a fragmented packet, it is a divided packet, and initially we will set offset is equal to 0. Offset is equal to 0. Why we are mentioning offset is equal to 0 means, since this fragment contains the first part of the fragmented, we will make it as a 0. This is the first part of the packet, we will make it as a 0. Okay, and the rest of the header information, and to the maximum it can fix the 512 data, that one I will carry here, and the second packet identity is same, flag is 1, means it is a fragmented data, and offset it is a 64. Why offset is equal to 64 means, see how it is calculated. 512 is divided by 8, which is equal to 64, means this is the second packet of fragmented, right? Third packet of fragmented, how it is identified means 512 divided by 8 into 2, that is equal to 64 into 2 is equal to 128. So third packet offset should be 128. Suppose if the fourth packet is there means fourth packet 512 divided by 8, that is multiplied by 3, that is 128 into 128, sorry, directly we will take 64 into 3, Like that, what is the value here you get now? That will be the fourth packet offset. Means based on looking at the offset, the receiver will identify this is of the which fragmented packet. It is a first packet or a second packet or a third packet of the fragmented. Like that it will decide. Like that, see here the second flag is 1 and the 64. Y divided by 8 means here we are talking with the data in the form of a bytes. Okay, so that to convert into the bits form, they divide by the 8. This is the first fragmented, and the second fragmented flag is equal to 1 and offset will make it as a 64, and the remaining data 512 1400. First is a 512 and the second remaining is the 512. What is the remaining data? That is the 766, which will be total becomes the 1400. Right, like that. The third packet data contains the 376. That's the here. See here, we are made a flag. Here it has the 0. Flag here it is a 0. Means there is a no further packet that has been fragmented. 1 means that is a further bracket is there, I am divided. 0 means that is the end, there is a no further packet. So I am making a flag as 0 and offset is equal to 128. I mean, as I mentioned here, the offset is 128, the third fragmented packet, and the rest of the header and the remaining 376 of a data that will be assembled here. Like this, this is the only this part here, and here also this one it will be carried here, and at the receiver, which receiver is also 512, like this it will be reassembled. At a receiver, at a HA, based on the identity number, these will all will be the one packet, and one this is fragmented, and it is a first packet, it is a fragmented, it is a second packet, and this is the third packet, but there is a no further packet that is divided. So this will be considered as a one packet. This is how fragmentation and reassembly is done in routers. Okay. So the one drawback of this one is if any fragment is lost, the receiver completely discard the packet. If any this fragmented data is lost means the complete fragmented data will be discarded. For this reason, fragmentation should be avoided. Uh, for this reason, they are telling we should avoid the fragmentation. So another to overcome this one, they are suggesting the path MTU discover, path maximum transition unit, we have to decide. Based on that, this is the another technique, path MTU. That one we will see in the next upcoming session. Okay, this is the fragmentation and reassembly.